This is the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships, brought to you by Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer. Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer. Liberty Mutual Insurance, the official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Mango, an official snack of U.S. Youth Soccer. And Nesquik. Nestle Nesquik is the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer. Hello, I'm Todd Padula, bringing you all the action from this U18 matchup in Group A between Las Vegas and Manhattan SC PSG. These two teams are in Group A of the U18 bracket. As we check in on the stats for you on this one, Las Vegas is currently the only team with a win. They have 3 points. They have a goal differential of 1. They won 2-1 over FC Golden State yesterday. Golden State will take on FC Dallas, who also has a point, along with Manhattan SC. Both of those two teams scored 2 goals and had 2 scored against them. So Manhattan coming in. They've got a point. Las Vegas has 3. So this one is one to watch, as these two teams can really light it up. Both of them have scored 2 goals on this tournament. Your starting goalkeepers, we'll get that to you in just a moment. For PSG, it will be Gerardo Amigan. And then Hale Alvarez will get the start for Manhattan. Las Vegas will be clad in red, top to bottom. They are going left to right. Manhattan is in white with red trunks. They will be going right to left. Quickly on the defensive end now. Las Vegas able to come away with it. Put over through the midfield. Quickly taken back. Griffin Malas. These two teams going back and forth here in the early going. Daniel O'Grady. Now it's over to Giuseppe Milan. This one popped high up in the air, and that one will be claimed by Amigan. Las Vegas trying to put it up the pitch. And that one will go into touch. That one got deep into the box. Las Vegas up into the air. Moran trying to keep it in on him the near side. Putting it up the touchline was rougher. And instead it's Manhattan with a chance to clear. Once again, Manhattan in white, Las Vegas in red. To the far side. Dietrich. Sherwood to the corner. A good cross. Volley. And Blackman puts it well off target, but he was all alone, really. Had a great opportunity, but got a little excited and swung a little too early. So it'll be a goal kick once they track the ball down. Back and forth off the head balls. Goes over to the far side. Las Vegas able to take it there. They'll play it into touch. Manhattan will have the throw. From the far sideline, trying to play it through the midfield. Onto the foot of Justin Lyons. Now Las Vegas back with it. Now Manhattan with it again. Manhattan touches it in. O'Grady into the box, gets a left-footed shot. That is blocked. Trying to pop it back out. And we'll get a whistle. So the free kick taken, and that one will go very close to the top of the 18-yard box. Over the touchline on the far side, it'll be a Manhattan ball. Back to the keeper, Amagon. Over to the near side, intended for his wingback, but well over the head of Hennessy. Here comes a long throw from Manthe. It's loose in the box. Hennessy trying to track it down. He will. Plays it up through the middle. A flick on by Dadaj, and that'll go right through. Ball back into play quickly, high up in the air, taken down by Las Vegas, knotted away. Manhattan trying to clear it away. Unsuccessful so far, still kind of in a dangerous area. Flicked up into the air by Blackman. Nice little touch over along the far sideline, but Manhattan able to get it up. Dadaj lost his footing. Goalkeeper way off his line. Alvarez will get away with that, as this one will be cleared up into the air. O'Grady collides with his own teammate. Almost allowed Las Vegas to get back onto the ball. Instead, here comes Manhattan. O'Grady picking it up. Hennessy played it off the attacking player. Once again, Dadaj mixing it up. Hennessy back onto it after stealing it away from the offending player. Gives it right back to Manthe. Sun continues to beat down. There's some big puffy clouds up in the sky. You can probably see out in the far distance in your screen, but none of them really in front of this sun right now, and it's really pouring down. It has gotten extremely hot, so these hydration breaks that the teams have been getting all day are going to prove intensely important. The other thing that has unfortunately happened is we had a bit of a breeze for the first 3 games, and it was coming out of the north, so it was nice and cool, but that has all but disappeared. So the referee had a good talking to with a couple players there, one from each team, trying to keep a hold of this one in the early going. Both these teams with plenty to play for. Obviously, Las Vegas can all but cement their place in the next round with a win. That would give them 6 points on the tournament. Right-footed shot. Didn't get its way through. This one over along the far sideline. Manhattan will clear. Head ball by Pulido. Trying to get it up to Blackman. And now we will get a whistle. It's going to go in favor of Manhattan. Hennessy has it along the near sideline. Now Dadaj tried to leave it there for his teammate. Wanted to get it to Dia. Instead, here comes the counterattack for Blackman. Blackman will cut it back towards the top of the box. Gets the return feed. Trying to get it deeper. Hennessy saw that one coming. Gets it up towards Dia. He tries to play it around. Dadaj has it. He sees the attack coming. He goes down. Draws the foul. So rolled out for a goal kick, and once again, these teams in kind of a feeling out period. We didn't see as much of that in yesterday's games, the ones that were on these fields anyway. It was much more goals coming right away, but in the games that we've had on these fields today, much more of a feeling out process. I think the teams kind of realize after the results of their first game what they need to do. And you don't want to lose the game in the first 5 to 10 minutes or so, especially at this age group. They're playing the full 90. So you have to conserve your energy. You don't want to hold anything back if you get an attacking opportunity, but you're not necessarily going to just throw everything forward and use up all your energy for later in the game. The sun is beating down. We will most likely have a hydration break about halfway. So probably around the 22nd minute, 23rd minute or so, give or take. A lot of it depends on when there is a stoppage. Manhattan has it through the midfield. Good passing here. They get over to the far side. Sese tries to roll it in, but again, those final balls just really not there for either team yet. Quickly back in. Berovic. unable to hold on to the ball, and then Blackman will be called for the foul. He will get a talking to from the official. But a dangerous free kick now for Manhattan. You can put this one in a good area. Interesting placement by the goalkeeper, as Alvarez is way out of his mark, and now he comes back in, and he will claim that one. He basically knew where that one was going to be. All he had to do was take a couple steps forward. Now here comes the counterattack for Las Vegas, trying to get it in. Las Vegas brings it in. Dietrich had it popped up in the air. He's upset with some of his teammates for not making the run. The throw goes to Las Vegas. A little flick on, but nobody on the end of it. Last touched by McRae. Now Hennessy, his teammates from the bench yelling to him to take the shot. The goalkeeper was way out. He is very adventurous. As this one played up towards the box. It'll be interesting to see if they try to chip Alvarez or not, because he has come out quite far a couple times. And now we get a whistle and a stoppage, as there was a Las Vegas player down on the pitch. Once again, the referee just electing to have a few words. No, now he's going to brandish the card. It's going to be a yellow card on Martin Dadage. Goalkeeper puts it back into play. A high ball up in the air. A battle going along there, trying to get loose to the ball. Coming away with it for Manhattan was to say. Try to get it back through. A lot of red jerseys here. They put it into the danger area. Cleared away at least for now. Ryan rolled it near side. It goes off of Hennessy, at least according to the linesman. Manthe will take the throw. Manthe's going to put it into the box. He puts it long. Pushing and shoving going on in there. Hennessy just plays it along the line. Dadai extremely unhappy, and don't think you caught that on the camera, but he slammed the ball to the ground in frustration and wanted that ball played much less to the line. There was absolutely no room for him to do anything with it. Throw in from Las Vegas. Dadai with this little flip. Able to steal it to Sase. And he was surrounded, trying to draw the foul. The center official says, no, here comes Blackman, but it's out. Opportunity there for Blackman, but he just couldn't hold it on in the touchline. Now up for Niang. Yang again. Steer. Sase into the box. Offside is the call. This game has gone back and forth pretty much, but there hasn't been any true chances as this one is sent in towards Blackman. He's in the box, left foot, and that's knocked down by the defenders. Sase was trying to track back. He was calling for that one, but It was Hennessy who ended up making the block. Nil-nil your score. And goal kick, or excuse me, offside was the call, so the kick will come from the goal box. Neither team really grabbing this game from the scruff yet. Las Vegas has had a couple chances as they get this one forward. Feet taken out from the player in the middle. Good back heel from McCray. Back to McCray. He's onside. He's going to put a right-footed low one. Cross. Coming back, trying to clear it away is O'Grady. And finally, Hennessy able to get a foot onto it. Now they look up top, trying to get it to Niang. And that just had too much pace on it. So it'll be another goal kick. Las Vegas almost had an opportunity, but every time it seems like they get close, the white jerseys of Manhattan just seem to kind of swallow things up. Manthe will play it in again, trying for that long throw into the box. Looking for the flick. They get to it, but it's up and over. Miguel Chung will come into the game now for Manhattan. And that will give Mukhtar Niang a rest. These two teams still kind of trying to feel each other out. It's been a little bit disappointing as they haven't created a whole lot of chances, but I have a feeling that once the chances come, as this one close to the goal, the die was running in there, but Alvarez able to come out and make the grab. As I said, I think once the chances start coming, somebody's going to put them away. It's just a matter of creating that final ball. About to check into the game for Manhattan will be Alexis Santa. Dadage will come out for a rest. He's not very happy with that fact. Another long throw from Manthe. Surprised that they keep trying that. That's off the crossbar. Rebound. Oh, what a save. The whistle goes. It'll be a corner kick. But Amigon with an absolutely huge save to keep his team in this one. Here's the corner kick. Flicked away. Still dangerous and then put way over the target. And there is the whistle. There will be the hydration break. So just moments after saying that neither team had really created any good scoring opportunities, Las Vegas was that close to taking a 1-0 lead. And as I say that, a goal has been scored on the backfield. It's Golden State getting the goal against FC Dallas. So they are desperately in need of that one as they are behind the 8 ball. They have 0 points right now. So they really want to get a victory here today and at least give themselves an opportunity going into the third day of group play. Right now we're 0-0 here in this one. But again, a great opportunity for Las Vegas. The ball was bouncing around in the box. Amigon had come out, somewhat missed it. But then he was able to get just enough of a touch on it after it rebounded off of the crossbar on that initial chance. And ultimately it went out for a corner kick that amounted to nothing. 0-0 here, 1-0 in favor of Golden State on the other field. That game is of note to this one. And all these teams are in the same group. USYS trying to play all the group games all together to prevent anybody from match fixing, I guess, for lack of a better word. I mean, that seems a bit harsh at this kind of level, but that is basically what it amounts to. You don't necessarily want to allow anybody to know what's going on the other field. You try to make them focus on their own game. This one played over towards the far side. They're trying to get it to Dia. Pops over the head of Sase, and that will draw a foul. Michael Steer will take the free kick and try to put this one into an advantageous area. That one booted way out of the way. Trying to put it back in is Milan. And he whiffs on a second attempt. That was actually O'Grady. Left-footed away. This one is offside. The referee sees it. Miscue there. Las Vegas has it. Top of the box. Merkay. And Manhattan able to clear once more. This game has really gone back and forth. The better the chances have gone the way of Las Vegas, as they have really tested the goalkeeper. Alvarez has yet to really face a solid test, although Manhattan has definitely made their way into the attacking third. Now here comes Moran. Moran taking on 3 defenders, and finally he will gain the free kick. Jackson Dietrich will take the free kick as the Manhattan goalkeeper sets up his wall. It'll just be a 2-man wall. Dietrich will hit it from the left side, so he has the option to take the shot if he wishes. Several red players in the box already. Not much room to make a run, but they're going to try it. That one missed the flick. O'Grady able to get ahead to it. A little bit of a push there. All in the spirit of the challenge. And on to the far side now for Manhattan. They're picking up speed up the wing. Flick back by Santa. Through the midfield. Into the middle of the pitch. Now a left-footed shot. Right at the goalkeeper, but given the way that this game has gone, and not a bad idea there from Santa to try to put one in on goal. Left-footed, this grass, when it's not very long, but it really seems to kind of cling to the ball sometimes. A little bit more so when it's wet than when it's dry. Obviously, the sun has pretty much dried it out all day. But it's a very cushiony grass. It's rolled up the near side. Chung stepped into. The referee says play on. Into the middle of the pitch. Here comes Las Vegas. Trying to switch things up. Blackman will just send it back. Diaz Ortiz. To Blackman. And now Dietrich. Las Vegas just making use of the possession for right now. Looking for options. Long ball sent in by Musovski. Far side for Dietrich. Left-footed in. And that's cleared away. Solid positioning there from Dylan Hennessy. Substitutes about to check in for both squads. It's going to be Nazai for and coming in for Las Vegas will be Justin Lyons. So we'll put it back into play from a throw-in on the far side. Right in front of that American Eagle sign. Blackman gives it back. Now that took a flick on a save. The rebound was there. Las Vegas had a player towards the end line. They were unable to corral it and get into position. But here's Chung trying to send it on a counterattack. Almost a head-on-head collision there as Sase put his head right down, and so did Pulido. Now we get a whistle and the foul. Looks like it's going to go against Manhattan. And the yellow card given, it'll be to Miguel Chung. More substitutions, one for each team. Again, it'll be a pair of number 13s as Samuel Farman will come in for Manhattan, as well as Elijah Ruffer for Las Vegas. So the yellow card handed out. Chung the recipient. And now apparently Las Vegas will be down a man for at least a moment as Pulido is going to be asked to have a medic check the player as he went down with an apparent head injury. Coming on the pitch now is Griffin Malice. It'll be interesting to see how much stoppage time gets added on to the end of this half, as we've had quite a few lulls. Las Vegas will start the free kick from their own goalkeeper. He's going to play it all the way to the edge of the 18. And once again, they get a flick onto it. And I can't say I blame the idea, but they've tried that continuously and to no effect. I suppose it's one of those things, if you keep trying, maybe it'll work. But as of right now, it just has not. Now to the far side. Manhattan in charge of it. Bit of a hold there, and the linesman spotted it. So Pulido has been checked out by the medic, and he is cleared to re-enter the game when he gets the opportunity. It'll be a left-footed free kick coming from the far side. They're going to try to swing it in towards the goal and get a touch in on it. Manhattan would really love to get a goal right here. The game has not gone quite their way. It's been mostly Las Vegas in on offense, and Las Vegas able to clear it out, at least away from the box. Failing to continue it on its way was McCrae. Now Chung dancing around towards the corner, and he'll win a throw-in. Trying to get it to Chung. Looked like it went off of a Las Vegas player, and the linesman agrees. This one will roll into touch again, and it'll be another Las Vegas ball. Or, excuse me, Manhattan. Alvarez will put it back into play. Relatively uneventful first half here. It's actually been a little bit disappointing. You can somewhat understand it given the conditions and the heat, as FC Dallas just tied things up back on the other field. So that will benefit them in their push towards group supremacy. A lot of jockeying for position over on the far side. Able to win it was Diaz Ortiz. Long ball through the center. That's cut out. Chung pops it up into the air. Wanted a foul. Will get it. As the temperature continues to nothing to do here in Tulsa but sweat. Whether you're worried about the game or whether you're sitting in the sun. That one nodded away, and it'll be a throw in for Manhattan. Now Chung had it stolen away. Slide tackle wins it for Las Vegas. Back towards the middle of the pitch, looking for O'Grady. Instead, it's Chung here on the near side, trying to muscle off his defender. Takes a bit of a bump from behind. The official is going to give a throw in, I believe. Manhattan with it. Once again along the end line, and now a free kick given. It'll essentially amount to a corner kick, as that's maybe 2 yards away from the corner spot. So essentially a bit of a short corner here for Manhattan. They swing it in, nodded away. Settled down by O'Grady, but he couldn't find a handle. Chung with a drive, but that had too much lift on it. Took a deflection on the way, so it'll be a corner kick coming up for Manhattan SC. Left footer coming up. Here's the service. High in the air, going far bar. And that looks like it's going to be too far. It's about 4 minutes left in regulation of this half. And obviously there will most likely be some added time to this one with all the random stoppages. Don't even know what to call them. They weren't. There were a couple injuries. Those were brief, though. There were a couple other opportunities where the game just came to a crawl for some reason. Throw in will go to Manthe. Substitution checking in for Las Vegas. Danielle Nunez. the way back to the keeper now. He'll play it over to the near side. Good touch there by Steer. They give it back to him. Left-footed centering feed. Las Vegas gets it out of danger for the moment. Now Santa will go to the far side. Looking up top, trying to get it to Berovic. Now a good ball towards the end line, trying to punch it out in front. It's blocked and then right into the grasp of the goalkeeper. A lucky play there to be sure, but the goalkeepers sometimes would rather be lucky than good. Offside will be the call here. The flag went up straight away. Las Vegas able to head that away. Ruffer. He's trying to get it over to the far side. I believe that was Justin Lyons, the intended. It will be approximately 1 minute of extra time added on. Las Vegas able to win that battle. They come away with it, at least for now. Chung is trying to chase it down. Blackman is right on him. Now able to steal it away was Dietrich. Chung able to cut out that pass. Collision in the midfield. The referee is not going to call anything up the near side. Santa trying to keep it in. Slid away. Good diving play there from Daniel Moran. Approximately 1 minute will be added on. Is trying to draw the foul there, and unsuccessfully was Sassé. Hennessy wins that battle. Chung has it bounced right to him. Plays one along the ground, and he'll draw the foul. And no, that will be the halftime whistle. This is the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships, brought to you by Turbo Sports Group. Nike Soccer, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. Olive Garden, the official dining room of U.S. Youth Soccer. Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. And Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. Today's matches, as well as this entire tournament, is also brought to you by NSCAA, a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer. Scoreless at the half between Las Vegas and Manhattan SC. It's been a relatively uneventful first half. A lot of that I think you can kind of chalk up to the heat and also the situation between these two teams. Obviously, Manhattan wanting not to drop the game. They need to keep themselves alive. They only have 1 point coming into this one. You definitely need to pick up at least a point to keep yourself alive. On the flip side, Las Vegas, they already know that they have the 3 points, so they concurrently would be somewhat okay with a draw. But I still think that these two teams are going to look to get the victory. They've created a couple chances, troubled the goalkeepers a couple times, especially forcing a great save from Amigo. But other than that, it's been kind of mired down. I think a lot of that has to do with the conditions as well. Not only the conditions due in the tournament due to the point standings, but also just the conditions here in Tulsa. It has gotten extremely hot here within the last few hours. Officially, they were only supposed to hit the low 90s, but I would have to figure that it's got to be well over that by now, at least heat indexes, and can't usually get that on your generic phone weather app. But right now, claims it's only 87. The sweat pouring out of everybody here at the Mohawk Soccer Complex would have to disagree. But the players are about to head back out onto the field. Las Vegas will be going right to left. They are clad in red with the black trunks. White with the red trunks is Manhattan SC. They will be going left to right. So 45 minutes left to decide this one, and somebody trying to get a goal. There's the whistle, and we're underway for the second 45. We will only play 90 in total, plus any stoppage time, because there can be draws in these group games that is ultimately down to points. Right now, as we mentioned, if the score lines of these two games hold up, each team would come away with the point because FC Dallas and Golden State are currently tied 1-1. It is 0-0 here. And that would pretty much really cement the first place status, at least for day 2 of Las Vegas, as that would give them 4 points. Again, that's if these score lines hold up. Plenty of opportunities left to score goals for both these teams on the game that you're watching right here, presented by Turbo Sports Group. A collision here on the near side. Keta is able to win the throw-in. Keta very fresh. He spent most of the first half on the bench readying himself, and he's gotten a lot of instruction from his coach, Wilson Egidio. Plenty of opportunity to learn on the bench. And now he's getting his opportunity to start this second half. Second half is underway now on the field behind us. We'll try to keep you abreast of any updates on the score over there as best we can. There are no scoreboards here at the Mohawk Soccer Complex, so basically we're judging score lines based on team and crowd reactions. I know that both teams over there have at least one goal, so as far as I know, it is a 1-1 draw as of right now. 0-0 here in the game, obviously, that matters most to those of you who are watching. I want to thank you for watching wherever you're tuning in from, whether it be New York or Las Vegas. Two pretty big cities, famous cities in America, being represented well by their club teams here. This one sent across, cleared away by the center back. And once again, you have to wonder if maybe the heat affecting decision making right there. Kind of an awkward play on the ball. Don't necessarily want to label it one thing or the other because I don't know what the intent was. But that'll lead to a goal kick for Amigo. Amigon with the kick back into play. Las Vegas trying to send it back the other way. A lot of head balls here. Keta able to settle it down a little bit with the left foot. Instead, Las Vegas has it with Ruffer. He'll put it back to his back line, all the way back to the keeper. Dadaj was putting some pressure on him. Chested down in the midfield by D'Amato. Now Manhattan with it. They come over to the near side. Blast it up the field. That will not go into the goal box. Goalkeeper will not be allowed to play it. Now almost right into the path of Sase. Instead, Alvarez will have an opportunity to play it upfield. Jostling for position and too aggressive there on the Las Vegas side. Foul goes against one of their players. There's a free kick towards the box. Try and get a head on it. Las Vegas able to clear the line for the moment. Blackman. And the foul is drawn. Coming out to grab that one was Amigon. A goal scored over on the other field for Golden State, so they have taken the lead. We have yet to see one hit the back of the net here in this contest. A little bit tighter seal on that cellophane wrapper that seems to be wrapped around these goals. Long ball in towards the box. Dangerously knotted down. That took a deflection. They're calling for a handball, and they will get it. Penalty given. Will there be a card? As of right now, it does not look like it. Amigon needs to be careful. He came close to bumping the referee. All the Manhattan players surrounding the head official. But they are not going to change his mind. It was hard to tell from this vantage point. I've got some scaffolding in front of my broadcast position. I believe that's Mukhtar Niang, who was claiming innocence, saying that his arm was by his body. As I said, I couldn't see it. You might have seen it better on the camera angle that we provided you here at Turbo Sports. But regardless, of the facts, it ultimately means that there is a penalty kick given. It's going to be taken by Tristan Blackman, and it's all up to Gerardo Amigon. Yang still asking for a little bit of interpretation as to what happened. There's the whistle. Blackman steps up to it. The shot right down the center, and it's a goal. 1-0 Las Vegas on the penalty kick. And Tristan Blackman gets the goal. 53rd minute, and it is 1-0 in favor of Las Vegas. So now Manhattan has a lot of work to do if they want to get even up in this one. They've had a couple good opportunities. It's been interesting to see that they haven't been able to take advantage of the fact that the goalkeeper, Angel Alvarez, likes to come out of his penalty area quite a bit. But there have been, I don't want to say studies, but I did see a video of several people trying that kick from midfield that Carly Lloyd attempted, and it is extremely difficult. It's simple when it is pulled off. It looks simple, but it's incredibly difficult to put the amount of touch on it that you need to float it over the goalkeeper but not send it too far. Blackman sends it near side, foul given. It'll go against Las Vegas. Both coaching staffs getting a little bit fiery here in the midday heat. Wilson Egidillo, the coach for Manhattan, didn't protest the penalty kick at all. Left that up to his players. They did a good job, and ultimately you're kind of protesting for the next opportunity as Keta gets it here on the near side, because I don't think that outside of the linesman, I don't think anybody has ever talked the central referee out of any decision. Las Vegas getting away with a bit of a push there, trying to get it to Dadaj here on the near side. Instead, Las Vegas will try to chip it over the top. Coming out is the goalkeeper, Amigon. He will elect to let it bounce into the box. Kind of a miss hit there. I'm not sure if he intended to roll that one out off the foot. Instead, Las Vegas has it as D'Amato gets it to the far side, and that will roll out for a Manhattan throw. So 1-0 here. Best as we can tell, it is 2-1 on the other field. So if these results hold, then Las Vegas will pretty much clinch their way. Well, I should say Las Vegas will all but clinch their way into the knockout round. It won't be official, but it'll be pretty difficult for things to go the other team's ways. Stepping on the ball and peeling it in towards the center. They were looking for Keta, who had set up shop up top. He was trying to muscle off the defender. Instead, it comes near side to Milan. Trying to chop it the other way, but that one was too strong. 53rd minute penalty kick goal by Tristan Blackman is the difference in this one, as Las Vegas leads by the score of 1-0. And there will be a foul given. As Hennessy not exactly approving of the call, showing his disapproval over towards the linesman. Well, I thought he had went in there with a clean shoulder challenge, but the linesman said it was too much. So a free kick coming here for Las Vegas. It could be dangerous. From the far side. Readying for the kick. Finally, they're going to take it. Played in, trying to get ahead to it. And that one will just bounce into the waiting grasp of Amigon. Las Vegas able to steal it back, but now here's Dadaj. Stays on his feet, could have drawn the foul. Instead, it's playing advantage. Dadaj playing it to the far side. Good pass, crossing through the midfield. Now dancing around with it, it's to say. Manhattan will keep control of it, at least for now. They're looking for Keita, but instead confidently claiming it was Alvarez. Now the shot taken, it's off the goalkeeper, and it's in. They score! 2-0. The goal will go to Adam Musovsky. My apologies. So Musovsky and Blackman are the goal scorers for Las Vegas as they make it 2-0. Goal coming in the 58th minute. That one punched away. Looking for some open space. Takes a spill, and now here comes Las Vegas. They've got numbers. They're going to catch them in a bit of a break here. Coming in with speed is Lyons. He's going to put it across. And there wasn't nearly enough on that one to get it to his teammate. A little bit surprised that Lyons didn't elect to take that shot himself. Now counterattack could be on for Dadaj. Try to get it around the defender, but he is absolutely hounded. Dadaj gets applause from his coach for the work he put in. 2-0 is your score. So we are in the 60th minute. Now D'Amato plays it far side. Back into the middle. Now they go even further for McRae. Trying to send it towards the end line. That'll go out. Now a good spin from Sase. O'Grady. The Keita over the top. And Alvarez will get a piece of it. They shoot it in. They score. The whistle goes. No goal there for Manhattan. They thought they had cut the lead in half. It would have been an excellent effort goal there for Usmandia. But instead, it's a foul given. Manhattan back onto it. Get a little bit lax on the pass. Slide tackle missed. Trying to get it into Lions. Poked over to the near side. Now O'Grady loses control of it. Keta had it passed around him. It's in the possession of Ruffer. Far side for Blackman. As Las Vegas really starting to work it around. Las Vegas comes away with it. And I was wondering if there was a whistle. Seemed like everybody kind of stopped there in the midfield. Now Blackman, he's going to take a chance. And that was hopeful at best. Got way too far underneath that one. Got a little excited, leaned back. Substitution coming in now for Manhattan. It's going to be Admir Nazaj. And that will give Keta a breather. Trying to flick it over to the defender, but unsuccessful. Still in possession, though. D'Amato chasing this one down. Dadaj now for Manhattan. Has his pocket picked. And here comes Las Vegas. One-touch passing right around the defense. And the throw-in will go to Manhattan. Golden State puts another one in, so they're coming up with a bit of an upset here against FC Dallas. So that will jump them into second place if these score lines hold up. Las Vegas Soccer Academy will be up by 6 points, but 3 points in second place will go to Golden State. As I said, that's dependent on the score lines being held up. Near as I can tell, it's 3-1 over there. It is 2-0 over here. An important free kick here coming up for Manhattan. They're throwing bodies forward. There's only one player and the keeper behind the ball. This one lofted up into the air. Alvarez comes away with the punch. O'Grady. That actually might be the Dodge coming near side. Defender got a flick to it. It settles down in the box but bounces up too high. Appealing for a handball. Not going to win that one. This one will roll all the way back to Amigon. And 3-0 is now your score after that one. What a turn of events. That one went over the top of the goalkeeper. Las Vegas has really piled things up here now as they have put another one in. That might be the nail in the coffin as far as as far as Manhattan is concerned on this day, they will still have so more to fight for tomorrow, as they still find themselves with that 1 point. Obviously, if the scoreline holds up, I mean, we've seen players and teams come back from large deficits as they're going to take a water break now. But an interesting turn of events. 3 goals have been scored for Golden State on the field behind us. 3 goals have now been scored by Las Vegas Soccer Academy, and they are really in full command. So they're taking a hydration break here. We'll step aside just for a brief moment. You're watching the USYS Soccer National Championships on Turbo Sports. And we're back to action here in the Mohawk Soccer Complex. Las Vegas leads Manhattan by the score of 3-0. Penalty kick goal. A solid goal scored by Musovski. And then just a odd chip goal that managed to get its way over the goalkeeper, Amigon. Unfortunately, kind of took a fall. Not sure if he would have been able to get it or not. As sadly, I mean, I hate to admit it, but a lot of us, including the cameraman and everybody, weren't even expecting that. I was actually looking off the ball because nobody expected a shot to really even be taken, and then all of a sudden, Las Vegas is celebrating. So it's just been kind of one of those games. You have a uneventful, scoreless first half, and now all of a sudden, Las Vegas has put 3 in. Right now, it's kind of getting to the point now where Manhattan might need to worry about goal differential. You can't fall too far behind in that because since you drew your first game, as this one is loose again, Amigon couldn't find the handle. Made the diving stop initially, but then it kind of bounded away from him. But back to my earlier point, is there's a lot of tugging going on over there. The referee will finally call the foul. But 1 point already had by Manhattan, so you got to keep yourself alive statistically. Because obviously, if you can win game number 3, you can still give yourself 4 points and a shot to get in there, especially considering, given the score lines as of right now, Golden State will put themselves in second place with only 3 points. And again, that's assuming that the score lines hold up. We don't know that they will. But all we can work on right now is the facts that are presented to us. And right now, Manhattan, basically, that is what they need to focus on, not allowing any more goals. If you can get one yourself and cut that deficit to even less, then so much the better. But right now, they've gone from an even deficit in terms of goals to down by 3. So you need to try to get one back yourself, but at least put yourself in a position to where if you win 2-0, 3-0, and get it back to 0 or something on day number 3, that you give yourself an opportunity to get on to the knockout round with at least 4 points. But plenty to be decided between now and then, as right now it's just Las Vegas in control. Manhattan will get it as Berovic tries to send it up towards the forward side. Whistle and a foul called. It'll go against Manhattan, or excuse me, against Las Vegas. Now Las Vegas on it again. Blackman. He takes a bit of a nudge from behind. Made good use of it. Not sure he was hit all that hard, but enough to draw the whistle from the official. Over to the far side. Blackman sends it in. That one was touched by the defender off the head and out. Over to the near side. It's going to be a collision here and a bit of a shoulder bump. They're just going to get a throw in. It was pretty dangerous to say, trying to keep it in. He will not do so. Good work, though, from Manhattan. And speaking of good work, Santa is about to check back in. He had a couple opportunities, rolled one in on goal, but at the time it was a good idea to try to test the keeper from distance. Just couldn't quite get enough power behind the ball to really have good threat to it. 3-0 is your score. Las Vegas with all 3 goals coming in this half, all 3 goals occurring almost after the 60th minute. The first penalty kick goal actually came in the 53rd minute, so I misspoke. The second goal came in the 58th minute, and then the third goal was scored just a little while ago. In addition to Santa, Farman is going to check in. Eventually as well. Miguel Chung will check in as well. Out of bounds over on the far side. Throw in to Manhattan. They were trying to take it quickly, but they'll have to do it over again because they are going to allow the substitutions in. So Farman will check in, as well as Chung. There will be a substitution, the next stoppage for Las Vegas as well. LVSA in control of this one. And they pretty much have been ever since that second goal. That was kind of the nail in the coffin, the odd third goal that just kind of popped over the goalkeeper, mainly just for insurance. That basically means even if Manhattan scores, this one is still kind of in the bag. Manhattan not giving up yet, though, as they get it towards the midfield and now into an attacking area. They send a nice ball through. It looked like it was O'Grady on it. Player taken down. The referee not biting on that one. Says there was no foul, so the play will go on and the ball will be cleared. Settled down nicely for Manhattan Borowski. They tried to send one in towards goal, just a little bit too high. Again, just that final ball just hasn't been there, whether it's trying to put one in towards goal or trying to play across. It just hasn't quite clicked yet. So we'll finally get things restarted from the goal kick after a long-awaited restart due to the fact that the ball situation here is a little bit odd. That's probably the one knock I would have against what's gone on during this tournament is they have at least 3 balls by the field, maybe only 2. But still, they've been a little bit stingy with them as that one goes over the head of Amigon. And recently, at least in these last couple games, they've been a little bit better at getting the extra one in when the ball goes way out. And I understand the idea behind it is they want to keep good track of the balls and not allow any to be taken away. A tournament of this nature, with so many fields in close proximity, the balls can go just about anywhere. There's no protective netting to prevent it from going any direction behind the goal. You'd like to have an extra set of balls behind each goal. I don't see why that's necessarily not something that's going on right now, but that's the way that they've set it up, and that's the way it's been played. Right now, into the box is Dietrich. Now Las Vegas will bring it back out. Again, 3-0 here. We believe it to be 3-1 in favor of Golden State in the other matchup that will affect this group. Another substitution about to check in now for Las Vegas. Nolan Sherwood will come into the game. A little over 10 minutes plus stoppage time left in this one. By all accounts of the score line, it's most likely over, especially with Las Vegas to have another scoring opportunity here. This one. Now over to the far side, down to the near. McCray got it in, draws the foul. Manhattan will try to play it out quickly. Trying to go up the middle with it. And pass not on point. Over to the near side. Las Vegas gets it to Sherwood. Sherwood taking on a couple defenders. He's fresh off the bench. This one chipped into the box, and there will be a free kick. Miles McCray was able to draw that one as he was close enough to the defender to draw the foul. And now, actually, by the placement, I believe they're actually going to say it should have been advantage. And the advantage was lost. So the free kick taken. Sherwood puts it right towards goal and right into the hands of Amigon. A little bit ambitious there from the Sherwood. Might have been better served to try to play that across goal instead of taking the shot. But when you're already up 3-0, sometimes the players don't want to heed that kind of advice. They want to go for glory. Lofted over to the near side. Manhattan tried to use the body to muscle their way into a good spot. It'll go over the top. Farman trying to get himself into position. Gets a crossover. And it went out in the process. So the goal kick will put it back into play. This one has long been decided. As it is 3-0. Dietrich got caught up with the defender. They're going to allow it to play. The shot in, and they score! 4-0 over on the far side. The goal coming. Dietrich with a great cross. And that just puts the icing on the cake. The goal this time will go to Miles McCrae. Manhattan played valiantly, but they just haven't been able to create the chances that they needed to play this Las Vegas team, who was kind of described as a juggernaut coming into this one by some of the people who had seen them in other tournaments. So Manhattan will not be victorious on this day, and unfortunately for them, they've kind of almost a head ball goal there. That would have been a nice way to cap off the day for Manhattan, because they haven't played all that badly, but it's just things haven't really gone their way. They haven't been able to find that final ball, that final touch. Las Vegas has. As Manhattan hasn't played all that bad defensively, other than the miscue for that third goal, but even by then, the game was kind of decided. And apparently we're going to get many changes now for Las Vegas. They're going to have a goalkeeping change. Alvarez will come out. Enrique Adame will come in. Love those roster changes when it comes to numbers on the field. Enrique Adame listed as 75, but he's wearing the number 5 jersey. So either Daniel Moran is playing goal or Enrique Adame is in there. We'll go with the latter. rare call there, a foul throw in. It's going to give the ball back to Manhattan as these two teams try to close this one out. It's currently 4-0. Quick restart from Manhattan will not lead to much. So this day is about to draw to a close as that one goes to Adame. And he will just kind of peel it back, kill off some time. Didaj put a foot in there just for good measure. A little over 2 minutes left in regulation. We might get some stoppage time as well due to the fact that there were 4 goals scored in this half alone. And that's one of those things with the official. Do you side with the law, the letter of the law, or do you show some mercy? Because a lot of times officials will add at least 30 seconds, if not a full minute on for each goal. But when the scoreline is 4-0, do you really need to add on 4 extra minutes? Manhattan with it over on the far sideline. They try to play it back to the defensive line. That's going to go all the way back towards the goalkeeper. He will punt it out. Looking for Chung. Chung will bring it up the near sideline, dances around one defender, slices back away from another, but then the giveaway. Here comes Dietrich going over the top. Out comes the goalkeeper. He's in no man's land, and the ball will roll out. You have to wonder if McRae might have done better with that ball had they not been up 4-0. But electing just to save a little bit of energy due to the score line. Sherwood played it right into the defender. Dietrich on it now. Plays it back. Foul will happen right in the center of the pitch. To the near side for Sherwood. That was basically given up, cleared away. Manhattan trying to get to it. Sase up to Didaj. And there will be 3 minutes of added time. That's a little bit surprising, honestly, but understandable. So as the time ticks off on this one, if everything holds, there should be an extra few minutes on the other game behind us. But given the score line, you can only assume that Las Vegas will vault to the top, where they were already, but even further in front. And they will have 6 points. Manhattan will be in last with 1 point, tied with FC Dallas. And Golden State will put themselves in second place with 3 points. All over the top. Diaz Ortiz saw that one coming. This one will go well off the mark. Over to the near sideline, into touch, throw in for Vegas. And put it back into play. Dietrich to the midfield. Up and over to the awaiting defender Chung. Nunez, near side, Sherwood. And Dietrich looking for options. That one blasted away by Adame. And there is the whistle. That is a final. 4-0 is your score. Las Vegas able to come out the victor. It wasn't pretty in the first half. Neither side able to do too much offensively, whether it was the heat or just the conditions of the tournament being what they were. But Las Vegas came out and really claimed this one in the second half. They were able to score 4 goals. The game-winning goal will end up being that 53rd minute penalty kick goal for Tristan Blackman, followed by Musovsky, and then a couple other goals after that. So that'll wrap it up for today's coverage of the 2015 US Youth Soccer National Championships. There are a couple other games still ongoing. If you want to flip over to those, head to championships.usyouthsoccer.org and check out the rest of the games presented by Turbo Sports Group. But for Mark here in the truck, I'm Todd Panula. For everybody, including our great cameraman who did a great job covering all today's actions, again, I'm Todd Panula. We wish you a good day.